Okay, so I am back, and I have had a good long think about what I'm going to do, which house I'm going to be aligning with. So, looking at all the roster of characters and which ones I know for sure that I want to have recruited, and I was just trying to see like which house had the most number of ones that I wanted to recruit that I could use as like a starting base, and then like I can go from there and make it easier for recruiting. Problem with that thing is that would mean I should side with the Black Eagles, and that's not what I want to do for this, because with the Black Eagles I have Ferdinand that I want to recruit, I have Caspar that I want to recruit, Bernadetta, and Dorothea, so that's four for the Black Eagles that I would want to recruit, whereas like the Blue Lions I would want Felix, I would want Mercedes, and I would want Annette, possibly Ingrid, but like for sure Annette, Mercedes, and Felix that I would want to recruit, so that would only be 3, and then for the Golden Deer, I would want Raphael and I would want Lysithea, but none of the other ones. For Hilda, if I could, I would. Going by that, between the two houses that I was considering, Golden Deer and Blue Lions, I'm thinking I'm going to pick Blue Lions. Now, that does mean the main reason I was really thinking about doing Golden Deer is because I feel like the ending with the Golden Deer is probably the most, like, I feel like that one, apart from being like most people's favorite run, that one also I feel has the most amount of resolution to all the story threads. And if we do the Blue Lions run, there's going to be like some story threads that just aren't going to be resolved, but I guess that it is what it is.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house would I choose? Not you. Of these 2, this one would be the most ecumenical for the number of recruits that I would want to have. So I guess we're doing the Blue Lions.
So you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct?
Yes.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flane. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is No, I really can't believe it. But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
It's okay, Annette. I don't mind if you treat me as a friend at all.
You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Such benevolence is a sight to behold. I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
Control yourself, Sylvain. I have more important matters to discuss with our new professor. Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Of course,
I
Ash.
won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Mercedes is
Your
like
Highness,
confirmed best
do take
healer in
care
the
not
game,
to go overboard.
Don't
so
worry too much to
I'm
do.
happy to have her. That
I'll
was
be
one of the
fine,
reasons
I
I wanted
promise.
her.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Huh, I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
There are new places to explore in the monastery. I received 1,000 gold from the Church of Saros for funding this month's activities.
Say, while you're here,
Ugh,
I'd like
this
to use this
asshole.
device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And you believe I have a crest?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Okay, well... I guess do what you can to find out, which I'm gonna regret saying that.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling!
This is the part where I walk away slowly and then run. Okay, renown has increased as a special perk for your new Game Plus save file.
Each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
Okay, the Monastery Schedule features different events on different days. Each week you have one day off, when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be to explore. Select the calendar at the directional buttons to view the schedule. You can carry over your endgame data into New Game Plus. Endgame saves and New Game Plus saves are indicated by a success mark. In New Game Plus, you retain your renown on hired battalions as well as your shop and saint statue levels. You can also use your journal to spend renown and unlock professor levels, support levels, skill levels, combat arts, and abilities gained from mastering class skills that you have unlocked in your cleared game save. Use the unit appearance option in your journal to choose your unit's look from options such as monastery uniforms or war attire. Profile, portraits, and voices will not change. Oh, shoot. There was one more thing and I kind of skipped it. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. Okay, give me some of that sweet, sweet DLC supplies here are now available. The supplies will be taken all at once as a set. You must have space available in your convoy or storehouse to do so. That's all good. Okay, so journal. Your unit appearance is now available. You can change how characters appear in the monastery, in battle, or during events. This will not alter... Okay, yeah, we already looked at that. So, 38,300 points. Okay, so one thing I will say, I will not be using it for any of the support points. Then we won't be able to see any of the cutscenes with all the supports. So, yeah, I will not be using any of it for that. However, I will just cheat and give myself professor level. So, and the reason I am saying that is because I will, like, earlier on, I can get more, like, I can get more footage and doing more activities. So this is just kind of like giving me more time to run around and do stuff as opposed to just only being limited to one activity per day every week. There is another professor level beyond A+, but we still have to work our way towards it. But we got a head start on it. Like, I could just give... I could just get a head start on Annette. As, small but mighty is what I'm gonna be calling her. You know what, I may just, like, go ahead and just boost myself. I mean, I'm the professor, so I suppose I need to know all the things so that all my students can actually learn from me, right? Okay, and even with me bumping up my professor level, I still only have one activity that I can do today. Huh, hey Sedith.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Of course. Also, I kind of forgot. I wanted to do one more thing. I'm the cool I'm the coach. Ha! I can just put us all in the basketball uniforms. I'll play basketball.
I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
I doubt it.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you.
Hey Caspar, you're gonna be joining me here soon.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. But I could probably take you, though.
Not a chance.
You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
With that haircut, you're not. Do I have access to the online liaison yet?
Professor!
I guess not. At some point I will. Part
Hey
of
there.
my strategy kind of relies on the online thing, and you'll see what I mean later. Okay, who do we have in here? There's Ingrid. At least it'll be easy to spot who's in my house because we're all going to be wearing blue.
The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue
Luke.
garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Came up with the name Lug. I'll see how things turn out with me recruiting the people that I want, and then if I have the time and the effort, maybe I'll try to recruit everybody else. I actually did my second playthrough. I wasn't even attempting to do this, but my second playthrough, I did actually end up recruiting every single recruitable character.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Yeah, I already learned about Lug the Lion. If you scan Amiibo here, certain items will appear at random in the monastery and all your save files. You'll get higher quality items for scanning Fire Emblem character Amiibo. Each Fire Emblem character Amiibo may also provide unique awards. Well, like I said, I only have the one Fire Emblem. I don't know if it'll even let me do it, because I think I actually did scan this one. Well, I know I scanned this one, because I had that story because it's the Byleth Amiibo, but it counts as a Super Smash Amiibo and not a Fire Emblem Amiibo, even though it's clearly a character from Fire Emblem. Yeah, I've already appeared, yeah, so it's not going to let me. Okay, well, I'll just pick up the items that have already appeared from all the Mario Amiibos I have scanned. Yeah, I've been in here, right? Oh, hey. Chosen one.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
Looking for someone?
Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Okay. Will do, kiddo. Big boy himself.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Flane actually has a quest for me.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
That's a shame.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
Okay, catch a fish for the ceremony to bring to Flane. Head to the fishing pond with the bait she gave you and speak with the fish keeper to try out fishing. Okay, I accept. Yeah, I'm good at all the fishing things. Just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on! Perfection. Nailed it. Okay, return to Flane. Let me talk to Marianne first.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Good talk, Marianne. In Flane, I caught you your fish.
You have helped me so much.
How wonderful. I am certain Saint Cethline would be most satisfied by this fish. If you ever want to fish again, simply let the manager of the fishing pond know. Linhard, can you not? Oh boy, here we go.
Hey, Professor. If you got spare time, wanna join me for a trip into town? There's an inn that serves the most amazing food. It's one of my favorite places to eat. You simply must come try it with me. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
When I'll find her favorite food so I can order them. She's happy, I'm happy. If I haven't missed a move, yeah. Try sharing a meal with others in the dining hall. You can even treat someone to their favorite meal. Talk to the dining staff for details. This is actually one of my favorite mechanics, so absolutely yes. Oh, Leone.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Just shut up about my dad. Hey, Bernie.
I was just heading back to my room. Bye! I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
It's okay, Bernie. We'll talk later, alright? There's Hilda.
Oh. Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle
Great
between
angle
the
here.
houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Oh, Professor, have you adjusted to life at the academy yet?
I've been here 2
Me,
days.
I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Aha,
His
here we
Highness
go.
has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause for doubt. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action.
Fair enough to do.
I have a request.
There's a dish I would like to make, but I need more of a certain vegetable to do so. I am planning to grow it from the seeds in the greenhouse, but if you'd like to help, grow some plants in the greenhouse, take the due seeds and ask the greenhouse keeper to grow them and harvest crops. There we go, absolutely to do.
I hear there will be a mock battle soon. We must not neglect our training. I trust that you will carefully study the strengths and weaknesses of each of your students, that you may provide effective guidance. Professors at the Officers Academy are expected to have exceptional leadership skills. Students and teachers alike must devote themselves to their studies.
I've already
and strive to
have
acquire great
exceptional
wisdom,
leader
even
skills.
outside their respective fields.
Like not the most, not the highest level of leadership skills, but enough to be starting out with here. Excuse me, random nun. Okay, let's just do some gardening. Plant the seeds the dew gave me. Oh, whoop. Yes, I would like to plant. Check back next time I have an empty day. Okay, you have my gratitude. The greenhouse is an invaluable resource. If we cultivate more plants, I'm sure we'll be able to cook a larger variety of meals. Okay, so the next quest here, I had to go and do this thing Sylvain wanted me to do, which was share a meal. I'm not sharing a meal with him, but this is a good way to start buttering up the people that I want to recruit. What's today's special? Mercedes and Annette, Bernadetta. Okay, so we have Bernadetta, Dorothea, Lycesia, all of whom I want to recruit. Would like to do this. No, we'll start out with Lycesia and Bernadetta.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
The bonds between the three of you grew stronger. Nice.
Professor.
Oh, I see where Mercedes is, because her icon would be blue.
Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Yeah, isn't... Mercedes is one of the older characters here, isn't he? Okay, yeah, isn't she? Okay, yeah, you have Ingrid, who's 17, Annette, who's 16, Mercedes, who's 22, Sylvain is 19, Ash, 16, Felix, 17, Dedu, 18, I swear he looks a lot older than that. Dimitri, 17. We don't really know how old I am. Okay, so Ferdinand is probably in here somewhere, right? Yeah, there he is.
Do you know the provenance of our class name? The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor, hence black eagles.
He talks about the black being the primary color, but I always associated red with their color. Dr. Rayan, Cetus is probably up here too somewhere.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock.
Hey Dad, there's this girl who won't shut up about you.
The church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
Oh, hell yeah, Manuela.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they?
I haven't really done anything with these students yet.
If you get hurt, I am more than capable of healing you. You'll not even have a scar.
I like scars. Scars are like stories. Like the story that scars that I have on my left hand. I have, how many have my left hand now? I have like 3 on my left hand. There's one just on the back of my hand. I don't really know where that one came from, so I guess I don't have a story about that one, come to think of it.
I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A
Ew.
couple square inches would do.
No.
No? Perhaps some blood?
No.
A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
No. I hate it. I hate it. Thanks, no. Some kind of experimental apparatus. I better keep my distance. Why would I provide a blood sample? Where is Cetus? It said he's up here somewhere. Oh wait, no. Cetus isn't up here. I talked to Cetus. He's in front of my dormitory room. Okay, so yeah, that's everybody then. Okay, so hey, it's Ferdinand's birthday. Would you like to buy flowers to celebrate for 200G? Sure, yeah, we'll get him some flowers. We want him on our team anyway.